Like, oh my god, it's actually working. I actually did it. Wow. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. On this channel, I'm taking you along as I start my crochet business from scratch with no audience, no nothing. Everything from the very beginning. The past month has been very hectic with all the market prepping I had to do for the two markets I had this month. In fact, I almost canceled my first market because of all the doubt I had and all the just uncertainty. But I'm so happy that I didn't, because I ended up having so much fun at that market. Which brings me to what we're doing today. In this video, I will be recapping my first ever market as a crochet vendor. Let's get into how the day went. This market was a Christmas festival. The booth fee was $25. The time of the event was from 5 to 9 p.m., but we had a setup between 2 to 4 p.m. It was an outdoor market, and yes, it was cold outside. It was maybe 50 degrees-ish. It was cold. So getting into what my booth looked like. I did all of my shopping for my first market the week of the market. Why did I do everything last minute, you ask? I don't know, but that is just what ended up happening, which was a blessing in disguise because it was the week after Thanksgiving. So everything was still on sale, and that was like during Cyber Week. So I got everything for my booth on sale. Everything I got for my booth for the market were either from Walmart, Dollar Tree, or Amazon. I didn't take a lot of videos during the setup because I'm still kind of shy of filming in public, but I did take a lot of pictures, so I'm going to put them on screen. So starting with the tent, I got this beautiful, gorgeous tent from Amazon. I got it on sale for $92. It was originally $135. Also, really quickly, everything that I use for my booth, I'm going to link it down in the description in case you want anything. The tent came with 4 sandbags, and it's one of those tents where it has that locking mechanism on the side, so it's easy to set up the tent. Also, the tent is easy enough for one person to set up. But I did have my sister with me at the market, and I'm so grateful that she actually came with me. I'm going to talk about that later on in the video. It came with 4 sandbags, and honestly, for a minute, I had to think of where to get sand from, because that's not something you think of every day, right? So I actually ended up getting 2 50-pound sandbags from a local hardware store after Googling where to get sand from. Both of the sandbags were really cheap. They were under $20 for like the both of them. For my table, I had one 6-foot table because that was all I could get. I got that table from Walmart for $37. It was also on sale. For the shelving, I used 6 storage cubes that I had at home. It's those cube storage things. I think I'll put a picture on screen here. But I used 6 of them to act as height so that everything is not flat on the table. And then the bins and the little 3-tiered shelf, I got those from Dollar Tree. I use the bins and the shelf to display my plushies, and then on the other side I have my mannequin heads, and that is what I use to display my hats. For all of my signage, I designed all of my signs on Canva and I printed them out at home. I have an inkjet printer, so that saved me $50 having to print out everything I needed. For the small price signs, those ones are 4x4. And then to display them, I got these wooden peg things from Dollar Tree. So I just added hot glue to it, stuck it on the back of the sign, and clipped it to my bins. And that is what I used to display my whales, my turtles. Well, not turtles, I didn't have turtles in this market, but my whales and my mushy pups. The larger signs, those are 8x8 designed on Canva as well. I put them in this acrylic frame that I got from Dollar Tree as well. I use that to display my sign and my Venmo, PayPal, QR codes in case people want to use that to pay. Now, I did not get a banner, and I still don't have a banner because I want to do a few markets before I commit to actually getting a full-on banner. I feel like when you get a banner, it's official, you know? So I haven't gotten one yet. I have it designed. I love the design I have for my banner. It's kind of like the design I have for my sign, my business sign, but on a 6-foot by 4-foot, size. Now, like I said, I don't have a lot of footage. I do have few videos that I took, so I'm going to put them up on screen to show what my booth looks like. Before I put all the plushes on there, this is what everything looks like, the skeletal setup of it. I also hid all of my checkout stuff behind the storage bins, like my square, my thank you cards, my cash, my bags, all of that good stuff. And then for my forms of payment, I took Square, so any form of card payments. I took Cash, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. That was it, I didn't have Zelle. This is what my booth looks like after all of the plushes have been displayed. On the left hand corner, I had all of my plushies, my mushy pups, my whale, my two chickens, my octos. Front and center, I had I'm gonna call them the Christmas squadron. So the reindeer, the snowman, the gingerbread man, the gingerbread woman, the Grinch, and my one and only penguin. And then on the right side, I had all of my hats. So my Christmas hats, my reindeer, my elf, and my mistletoe hats. So I put all the actual hats behind the mannequins as storage so that I could display the ones on the mannequins up front. And then I had my mirror front and center. At first, I had the pricing for my hats displayed on there, and I think for a few minutes into the market, that kind of deterred people from coming in because they will see that price and then not bother checking things out. So I had to take out those signs away from the displays. And that actually, I think that worked because more people started coming in. So I left the signs for the whales, the mushy pups, the octos because those are lower priced. And then I took out the signs for the hats because those are the higher ones. And I think moving forward, that's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to display the pricing for things under $20 because I think people come to the markets with low budget. They're not really looking to spend too much. And then for the higher ticket items, so everything above 20, I'm just not going to display the price, but I'm going to have a price tag on the item. It's good to have pricing on all of your items. You don't have to display everything on our center, but at least have a price tag on there. My entire setup was basically just a one table setup because that's all I had. And I had these little lights on the canopy because it was a night market, and those lights were actually garbage. I got them from Walmart. They weren't bright enough, so I'm probably gonna get some better ones that are more cozy and inviting and whatnot. Also, if I'm looking down here a lot, is because my iPad is here and I'm using it to look at all of my pictures and my notes and stuff. Hey guys, I hope you can hear me. It's very loud over here. I am at my first market. Oh my god, we're here. We did it. We are here. We did it. Oh my goodness. It just feels so surreal to actually be here doing this, like crazy. We got here, my sister and I, we got here at 2, and it took us an hour to set up. So we have like 2 hours until the market starts. I'm going to be crocheting. I only have two chickens, so I'm going to be crocheting some chickens, hopefully getting more of those. I was so nervous yesterday while I was packing and doing like some final things, like making my signs and tagging and inventory and all of that. I did not film any of that because I was just like overwhelmed trying to get everything done. I slept at like 4 a.m. yesterday, so I didn't film any of the inventory. But next time I'm going to do a full inventory, tagging, all of that. I actually have no expectation for this market at all. I just want to have fun and an experience doing a market. I want to see how this goes. I want to see what people like. And then for next market, then we can take what we learned on this market for next market and following markets. Getting into my inventory, I took a total of 83 items to the market, and the total for everything was about $1,500. Before the market, like I said earlier, I used a Square card reader, and I got the $60 one so that I could take tap and chip. If you can, I would say to get the $60 one. It's worth the investment, trust me. So before the market, I imputed all of my inventory into Square on my iPad so that I could easily check out items. I had to practice all of that at home before the market, so I actually knew how to use my freaking Square reader. It was so fun and exciting and very easy to do. And then for my inventory, I had 24 hats and 59 plushies. Let's get into the sales rundown. I sold one snowman for $30, one Rudolph for $30, one Grinch for $30, one gingerbread woman for $30, one penguin for three red mushy pops. I had all my mushy pops priced at 12. Three red mushy pops, one blue, one pink, then two blue baby octos. I have my octos at 5 for this market. One medium chicken that was at 15 for this market, and one Misuto bucket hat. In total, I sold 15 items and my total sales was $289. When I hit that amount, I also collected tips and such. I enabled tips on my Square. So from the total sales and then the tips, I made over $300. When I saw that on my Square, I was so excited, like, oh my God. I did it. I started a business. I went to a market and I made some money. I think my proof of concept phase is finally over because we've done it. We have proved the concept. If that is a word, we have proven out the concept. So I have a business. No, I'm going to say that again. I have a crochet business. We did it. We went to the market. We sold our plushies. We sold our hats. And we made $300. I'm so excited. I'm so proud of myself. When I saw that, I was so freaking excited. I was like, oh my God, it's actually working. I actually did it. Wow. I'm so happy I didn't cancel this market. I was so close to canceling. So close. Because I was just like, I was so in my head because I thought I didn't have that many inventory. But I had 83 items. 83 items is pretty good. But I was just so in my head because I thought I didn't have that many inventory. So I wanted to cancel my market on the 7th. This one was on the 7th, and then I had another one on the 14th. So I wanted to cancel this one on the 7th and then go for the one on the 14th so that I could prep more stuff. But I'm so glad I didn't because this market was an introduction to what markets are like. And it was a 4-hour market. It was really quick. So that gave me the confidence and the experience I needed to do my market on the 14th, which was a 7-hour market. The market recap for that video is coming, so just stay tuned for that because that one was a lot of fun. Getting into the best sellers, everyone loved the Christmas Squadron, the Christmas items, especially the Grinch. Every 30 minutes or so, when people passed, someone always yelled out, "Oh my God, look at the Grinch! Oh my God, look at the Grinch! Your Grinch is really Grinching." It was so fun and funny. So those guys sold early in the market. They sold, well, Grinch sold first, and then the other ones just trickled down, and Rudolph sold last. But I think all of them sold within 3 hours of the market. The first item to sell was my penguin. 30 minutes into the market, a girl came up to my booth, picked up the penguin. I said, how much is this? I want it. It happened right when I went to use the restroom, so my sister was the one that actually made the sale. The next best seller were the mushy pops. The kids love the mushy pops, especially the red color. I sold 3 of them, 3 of the red, and then 1 blue, 1 pink. I sold 5 mushy pops. So I wanted to talk about some of the highlights from the market. Like I mentioned earlier, my sister helped me a ton in this market. She helped me with the setup and speaking to customers. If she wasn't there, I think I would have been terrified to talk to people. I'm an introvert. Talking to people isn't my strong suit. So having her there just calmed me down a lot, and I was able to speak to people, especially the kids. The kids that came up to my booth were really chatty and friendly. They weren't the mean ones, thank goodness. She was just so cheerful. She had conversations with everybody, and I was just so grateful that she was there. The next highlight was our booth was in front of the food trucks, so we had a lot of food traffic. Also, everyone that came up to get food in the area saw my booth, came up to my booth, looked at some items, picked up some items, said they were cute, and then said they were going to come back because they wanted to go get food. And every single person that said they were going to come back actually came back. They came back and bought something. I think those were the people that actually bought the Christmas Squadron. There was a lady that came up to my booth. She picked up both my gingerbread man and my gingerbread woman and was like, I need to have this in my house. And she bought both of them immediately. Another lady bought the Grinch and a chicken. And what actually happened was her kids came up to my booth first and picked up the Grinch, picked up the chicken, said they wanted it. And then she pretended like she wasn't going to get it for them, only for her to turn around and buy both the Grinch and the chicken when her kids left. So she got it as a surprise gift to them. I thought that was so cute. At the beginning of the market, I got to speak with the event organizer. She's so nice. She told me that there were 45 vendors in the entire market, and I was the only crochet vendor. There was supposed to be another crochet vendor, but she backed out, so I was the only one selling crochet items, which I think was good for my sales. Also, towards the end of the market, they did the Christmas tree lighting. The tree was hella tall. They did the Christmas tree lighting. Everyone gathered around the tree. It was just so wholesome and so pretty. All in all, the highlights of this market, I enjoyed every single moment of this market. It was so fun. So if it wasn't so freaking cold, actually the cold wasn't too bad. It was cold. I had on a jacket and things to keep me warm. But if it wasn't so cold, it would have been even more perfect than it was. But I really enjoyed it. It was so nice. Getting into the notes and the lessons learned in this market, something interesting that happened was everyone loved the whales. Like, everyone that came into my booth picked up the whales because they're really small. This is what my whales look like. They're really small. So everyone that came into my booth picked them up. They squished it like this, said it was cute, but nobody bought a single whale. It was so strange. I had 20 whales and not one of them sold. Everyone picked it up, said it was cute, and nobody got it. I was so confused. What's going on here? So my sister said that I should, for my next market, I should put them on keychains and see if that helps. Because it was so strange. Everybody loved them, but no one got it. I don't know, that was just so strange to me. Another thing I didn't expect to happen was people coming up to my booth, picking up my items, and then taking pictures with it, especially the kids. I don't mind that at all. You can take pictures of my items, I don't care. But I just didn't expect that to happen. I thought it was interesting. A girl came up, tried on my hat, took a picture, and then took it off, like held it in front of the camera like this and took a picture with it. I was just like, I guess that happens. Sure. Another thing that happened was there was a man that came up and wanted a mistletoe bucket hat. He said he wanted to get it for his wife. My mistletoe hats are priced at $35, but he only had $29 and I gave it to him because why not? 29 isn't that far off from 35 anyway, so I made a sale with the mistletoe hat and he got to give his wife a hat, so I thought that was fine. I made the executive decision that that was fine. Still on the hat topic, my sister wore my fall ruffle hat. Let me grab it really quickly. This is what my ruffle hat looked like. She wore this to the market, throughout the entire market, and quite a few people showed interest in this. They didn't really want the Christmas hats, but they wanted this style. Making these hats are quite tedious, especially the ruffles. The ruffles take a long time, and in an upcoming video, you see me making some hats for an order. And I think I figured out how to make the hats in such a way that it won't be so tedious for market prepping. So maybe in future markets, I can have these for in markets because quite a few people liked this. Now, the biggest lesson I learned in this market was to have more variety in my products. This was my first market, so that's fine. Other than my hats, I only sold one hat and I had 24. But other than my hats, for my plushies, I only had the mushy pups, the whale, and the octos, and then the Christmas squadron. That was pretty much all the plushies I had. I had only 4 different types of plushies. So I think that also impacted my sales a bit because I didn't have a lot of options for people to choose from. I did sell what I had, and that is good. I'm not trying to say anything negative. That is good. This is just a lesson. For future markets, I need to have more variety in my products so people can browse and pick what they like. My goal is to create a setup where I have different variety of things for people to pick from, and people can just walk around my booth and just pick whatever they like. Final thoughts. The verdict is in. I love doing markets. Check back in like a year and see if I have the same thoughts, if I have the same opinion. But right now, I love doing markets. They are so fun. The people are so nice. The vendors are so friendly. The event organizers are so helpful. I think when we came, there were a couple of guys that helped us set up the tent. That was so nice and helpful of them. I just love doing markets. Will I do this market again? Absolutely, yes. I will do this market again. I will do any market by these organizers. Everything just went so smoothly, and I think everyone just had a good time. that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for coming along with me as I recapped my first ever market as a crochet vendor. Exciting. I am a crochet vendor. I am a crochet artist. I am. Okay, you gotta manifest. Speak good things into yourself. Speak good things into yourself. I am a craft vendor. I love doing markets. I have another market recap video coming out soon. It's going to be my market on the 14th, my 7-hour market. And you want to stay tuned and watch that because that market was bigger and I added some upgrades to my setup. Another big goal of mine here is since I love doing markets so much, I want to do more markets in 2025. I want to do, I don't know, 3-4 markets a month. I don't know if that is crazy, but that is what current me is envisioning, doing so many markets next year and then having like a full-on year recap for the end of 2025. That would be so fun and exciting. And that would be a long video if I stick to doing 34 markets every single month. All right, guys, as always, let us know what project you were working on while you were watching this video. If you were crocheting while you were watching this video, let us know what you were making in the comments. Also, if you would like to see any other type of videos from me, please let me know in the comments as well. And with that, I hope you have a great rest of your week and I will see you in the next video. Bye!